As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. Well, the first week is in the books. Thanks for being here again today in week 2, and we're just about ready to get this game started as the Jaguars get set to take on the Colts. Hi, and welcome everyone to another great NFL football telecast brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. I'm Al Michaels, joined by John Madden.
Now, here's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, and the great thing about him is that he always gets the job done. Maybe it's selling a play pass or throwing a block on a reverse. He's always out there doing the little things to help his team to victory.
The Jaguars have a few receivers that he likes to throw to, and here's one of them. There's no question these two have developed that chemistry, and he's always finding an open spot on the defense to give his quarterback a target to hit. It wouldn't be surprising to see them hook up a few times in this one.
You can see these guys are fired up and ready to get this thing going.
And the captains are out there ready for the coin toss. Both teams. And we go back to the game. Here's the kickoff team.
He is lined up for the kickoff. The 48 back to return.
They'll return this one. From the 4-yard line. The offense heads out onto the field for the first time.
The 48 on the return. Let's go, come on!
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him. Stiff arm there. Not much there, maybe a yard.
On the carry, 1-yard gain on the play.
Stay, guys. 94.
Hawkins, the lone back, throwing. Oh, he makes the catch anyway. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. Should be very interesting to see how this one turns out with 2 great quarterbacks.
Yeah, the thing I like about both of these guys is that they have a lot of poise. You never see either of these guys with happy feet, nor do they try and force a pass that they shouldn't. This one should be a lot of fun.
Leftwich sets up. They'll go with a run once again. Looks for a seam in the middle, but there's nothing there.
The defense had great penetration, and they were right there to cover their gap assignments.
Hansen is looking for a good punt here. Sidney looks like he's ready for the return. Here's the kick. From the 27. So the offense sets up for its first drive of the game. He'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
They'll pass on first down. With the pass, hits him in stride. You can't draw it up any better than that. Textbook first down.
Gain of 14 on the play.
The ball is right at midfield.
Fire out. Fire out. We got nothing.
First and 10.
Cross play to the left. Gain of about a yard there.
The ball carrier. 1-yard gain on the play.
Jacksonville comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Give it all you got, kid. Come on. Get in there, Ryan.
Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. So he ends up overthrowing his target.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
And they'll face a long 3rd down here. Vincent, the lone back. Closing in, throwing. I thought that was about to be picked off, John.
Yeah, the defender was in a perfect position to come up with a big play. He just left his hands over on the sideline.
Elliott gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. Hansen will come into this game to punt. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch. And this one comes back out to the 20.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Hawkins. John, nothing there on that play. Looks like he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
They better mix up the play call a little more, trying to free up some space in the middle. That back just didn't have any help from his line on that play.
Only one man in the backfield. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. And it's caught. The receiver did a nice job creating some separation, enabling him to make the reception.
The defense needs to keep track of that guy a little better. He can make that kind of grab anytime.
3rd and 4. Ball on their own 26. Leftwich gets set. Going to the right.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
Unable to get anything going on that series, they'll have to punt it away here. Here's the kick. From the 32-yard line.
41-yard punt. Return for a gain of 3 yards.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
The 36-yard line. First and 10.
Tosses it right. Using the stiff arm. Picked up 10 yards.
34 on the run. Gain of 10 on the play.
Under a yard to go. Ball on their own 45. Anderson sets up. It's the toss to the left. So the toss play gets them enough for the first.
On the carry. Gain of 4 on the play.
They line up in the I formation.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Vincent picks up maybe 3 on that carry.
Ball carry. 3-yard gain on the play.
Second and 6. Ball on the 46-yard line. Only one man back.
And 6. Ball on the 46-yard line.
Tosses it right. And that's a loss of 2.
On the run. 3-yard loss on the play.
With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime.
50-yard line.
Lose it.
With the throw, incomplete pass. That incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Receiver on the play.
Hansen lines up in the backfield for the punt. Here's the punt. And he waves for the fair catch. So they have 1st and 10 here. Ball on their own 16. Hand it off. Hawkins didn't have much to work with on that running play.
That's because the defense did a good job anticipating the snap count. With an aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them offside.
Indianapolis comes out in their nickel package. Under pressure with the pass. Leftwich hit his target, and they have a 1st down.
This guy makes it tough catches look easy.
Man, go. Fire out. Set.
Going to the air on 1st down. Gets the pass off, and it's caught. The quarterback really let loose with that throw.
That pass was really gunned in there. The receiver did a nice job of just hanging on to it.
2nd and inches. Ball on their own 37. Hawkins lines up behind his fullback in the eye.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
Pressure, the throw, and the catch is made.
Watch here as he's able to avoid the blocker and get in there and make the tackle. Now that's how you're supposed to play. Don't stop. Keep going until you reach the ball carrier.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Get in there. Here comes the heat. Sideline, D.
Using motion. To the air on 1st down. Closing in. This pass is incomplete. He barely got that one off.
And you should credit the defensive line. They do a nice job tying up the blockers and can bring pressure up the middle. When you combine their play with the fact that the defensive coordinator likes to bring additional blitzers from the outside, it could make for a very long day for the quarterback.
6th play of this drive. They're going to get the ball. Good pickup of about 6.
The ball carrier, gain of 6 on the play.
The Colts come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Hawkins runs over the tackle. Gain of a couple on that carry.
On the carry, gain of 2 on the play.
He's trying to pin them back as far as possible as he lines up for his 3rd punt. Here's the catch. He signals for a fair catch. No return here. Back it comes to the 20. First and 10. Ball on their own 20.
That's all you got. Come on. See ya.
With the throw, perfect pass, breaking through. Anderson, great athlete, and throws one of the prettiest balls in the NFL.
Yeah, receivers love playing with him because he'll never hang you out to dry. That's something he's always had. Good rotation and a soft touch.
At the end of the 1st quarter, we're all even. Indianapolis, 0. Jacksonville, 0. And we're ready to start the 2nd quarter.
Do it now, baby. Hit him low. We got nothing. Get in there. Come on,
Pressure coming. Throws it. Incomplete pass. Good push by the defensive line, forcing the incomplete pass.
Yeah, it wasn't a sack. What it did was make the quarterback adjust his throw, and it messed up his rhythm.
It's 3rd down with 3 to go.
Stay, guys. Bring the pain.
3rd and 3. Ball on the 27-yard line.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. So they'll line up the punt after going 3 and out. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for.
That's a good job of getting downfield by the cover team to force the fair catch.
They'll go from the I formation.
At the 32-yard line. First and 10.
Using motion. Pass play here on first down. Under pressure. Gets the pass off. And he's stopped at the 35-yard line. Hawkins showed great hands on that reception.
Soft hands are something very special to find in a receiver.
Cross play to the left. And he's brought down in the backfield by number 58. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Third and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 34. The Jaguars using motion. Gets the toss to the right. The 40. The offensive line does its job perfectly.
What happened was the defense was bringing extra guys to get to the quarterback. When it turned out it was a run, the line had already invited the lineman upfield and out of the play.
The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 49-yard line.
Hawkins couldn't even get out of the backfield.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
2nd and 10. The quarterback gets set with only 1 back behind him.
49-yard line.
Going to the left. Just about a yard in the way.
On the carry, 1-yard gain on the play.
The Jaguars line up in the shotgun.
On the 48-yard.
With the pass. Pass was incomplete. Almost, but no catch.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do in the huddle.
Sidney will go back to accept this punt. Here's the kick. He's waving for the fair catch. They'll spot this one where it went out. So they have 1st and 10 here. Anderson sets up. Hands it off to the fullback. Runs over the tackler. Rumbles ahead for a yard, maybe 2.
1-yard gain on the play.
Only 1 man in the backfield.
Ball on the 4-yard line.
Let's go. Come on.
Looking for room. The defender brings him down at the 11. Carries it for 6 yards on that play. It's 3rd down, 2 to go. Dropping back. Pressure. Throws it. The catch.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down. And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
Catch the ball, man. Get out on it. Set. Get in there. Hut hut. Hut hut. Hut hut.
Another run. Gets the call, picks up 4, maybe 5 there.
5-yard gain on the play.
We'll see. Cowboy. Get.
4-yard gain there.
4 on the run. Gain of 4 on the play.
The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 31-yard line.
Again in the run. The interior lineman, John, got off the ball very well on that play.
Yeah, and the key to stopping that kind of run is exactly that. Whoever fires off the line faster and gets better leverage is going to win those battles at the line.
Hanson is back to punt. Elliott is back to receive this kick. And he chooses not to return this one.
Hey, no reason to take a chance and risk a fumble. Smart move there by the returner.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 31. Pass play here on 1st down. Closing in with the pass. And it's complete. Left switch. Clearly regarded as one of the most accurate passes in the league. And with passes like that, you know what.
Yeah, you know what? When he lets it go, he's not trying to throw it in the direction of his receiver. He's trying to hit them right in the hand. Put the ball right at their fingertips. And most of the time, he does it.
The Jaguars using motion. Looking to run it here. Gets rid of it. 3rd down, upcoming after the incomplete pass.
84, the intended receiver on the play.
1 yard to go.
That's all you got. Bring that plane, baby. Bulldog up.
Hand off to the tailback. Powering it. Hawkins gets him at 5 yards and the first.
The line did a great job there of blocking the backside pursuit, which helped them get the 1st down.
1st and 10. Ball on the
And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half. First and 10. Only one man in the backfield.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Pressure coming. Throws it. And he's pushed out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Just about 5 on that pass, John.
That was a pretty good play. The defense brought a few extra guys, but the line did a pretty good job of picking it up, giving them just enough time to find the open man. As a defensive lineman, you love this because you know they're going to be passing. So you don't worry about a play pass or a handoff or anything like that. You just rush the passer. Hey, don't think the quarterback doesn't know that because he'll let the ball fly before he gets sacked by one of those guys.
The offense is going to hurry things up here. Pass play here on 1st down. Gets rid of it. The 10, 5. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A nice pass, a nice catch, and it goes for the score.
That was just a solid play. That guy was not going to be denied.
Boyd comes in to attempt the point after. And it's up. The point after is good. Hansen is back and ready to put this one in the air.
Number 86, back to return.
Short kick. He didn't get much of that one. From the 12-yard line. So the offense takes over, still trying to figure out this defense. We're guessing they're going to just throw it and do their best to move into scoring range since they don't want to go into the half with the score the way it is.
They'll take over at the 32-yard line. First and 10.
Throwing on first down. Throwing. Incomplete pass.
Pass interference on the defense.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 46. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Anderson shows you his arm strength on that pass.
What a throw. He put everything he had into that one.
Looks like they'll go with a hurry up here. Under pressure. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. That incomplete pass brings up second down.
If the defense can prevent them from getting in the red zone, it'll force a tougher field goal try. So they want to play aggressive and make the tackling crisp and force him into third down situations.
Cross play to the right. Gain of about a yard there. He's trying to get them back to the line. Rolling. The pass ball's incomplete. Fourth down. Upcoming after that incomplete pass. And we'll see if the kicker can come through with a field goal here in the first half. Very long field goal attempt here, about 54 yards out. And it's on its way. It wasn't long enough. He missed it.
One thing they want to avoid is turning it over and setting up the other guys with a chance to get some points.
First and 10. Ball on their own 44. Leftwich gets set. Pass play here on first down. He's looking, flings it over the middle. He fired that ball right into the receiver.
Yep, the receiver ran a precise route and was making his cut just as a quarterback was putting that one in the air. Now, whoever makes the catch here has to remember to get out of bounds.
Pressure, looking downfield, and this pass is completed. That little pass underneath will give them a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, what I like about this quarterback is how much he'll hit the receivers in the numbers. He puts the ball where either his guy will catch it or no one will. Hey, I know they want to increase the lead before half, but they got to be careful and not let the other team back in it with a turnover.
Looking for a receiver to the end zone. He has it. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Look at the arm display here. He makes one heck of a throw to get it to the end zone. And the throw's on the money, and that makes it even more impressive.
Boyd comes in for the extra point. The kick is up. The extra point attempt is good. Starting to get into the groove. That's 14 consecutive points.
It sure seems like they've figured out the best way to move the ball against this defense.
And the kickoff team comes out onto the field. Not a real deep kick. Should be returned. From the 11-yard line. The Colts will start the drive from the 25.
They'll probably be playing a soft zone coverage, so he should have options underneath if they go with the pass.
They'll take over at the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Gets rid of it. Ooh, nearly picked off. So he dropped it and a chance to end the drive.
Here's the key. He was looking at the quarterback the whole way. And when he let it go, he was all over it. He just didn't come up with it.
It's second down and 10 to go. Jacksonville comes out in their nickel package. Gets the pass off, and he makes the grab. He's taken down at the 39.
And here's where efficiency is the key. They're down right now, but if they score before the half, it'll really help them out. They just can't afford a turnover that gives the other team a chance to increase the lead.
Man in motion. Passing on first down. Closing in with the throw. Indianapolis calls a timeout. They have one left.
There's only one way that they're going to be able to do something about this score. Keep throwing and getting out of bounds.
Drops back with the pass. This one falls incomplete. That pass was right there, but he was unable to hang on.
And the receiver just dropped it. I was watching him in practice the other day, and he didn't miss a ball. Looks like he just took his eye off that one. I'd be looking for something short from the passing game. Either an out by the receiver or maybe the back in the flat.
Pressure coming. The throw. This pass is incomplete. John, he's hurt. We'll get an update from Melissa as soon as the extent of the injury is known. As we near the end of the first half, the punt team comes in. Tucker is the deep return man. Here's the punt. From the 19-yard line. He shakes the defender. He had a good return.
Boy, the coverage team is going to need to do better because he could take the next one all the way.
It's first and 10. Ball on their own 35. Handed off to the fullback. The Jaguars call a timeout. They have none remaining. Gain of about a yard by the fullback.
Let's go. Come on.
They give it to the halfback. Decent gain, about 4.
On the run, gain of 4 on the play.
Indianapolis comes out in their nickel package.
On the 40-yard line.
It's the end of the second quarter with the score. Jacksonville, 14. Indianapolis, 0. Welcome back as we get the second half underway. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 86.
It's on its way. From the 5-yard line. Looking for leverage.
This team is going to have to focus a lot more than they did in the first half if they're going to come back.
Vincent is the deep back. Hand it off. The 30. The 40. Beautiful run there.
You know, that's exactly how you handle a team that likes to blitz. You run the ball right at them, right there, and then right through them.
Let's check in with Melissa.
Well, Al, the Jaguars coach was pleased with the play of his secondary in the first half, and he expects that they'll see a lot more action as this game progresses. Expect to see a few subtle changes, but for the most part, they're planning to stick with their defensive game plan. Al?
That was Melissa Stark with her sideline report. Cross play to the right. Fumble. The fumble is screwed up. Can't bring him down. The 30, the 20, the 10, 5. The defense has it for the touchdown.
When you talk about a dangerous back, this is what you have to be able to do. Not only get out there and outrun the defense, but have the power to bounce off a tackle and keep going.
Boyd comes in to attempt the point after. And it's on its way, and the extra point is good. Hansen comes in to kick off.
Is lined up for the kickoff.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 8. The Colts have their work cut out for them as they take over at the 25. The backs are lined up in an eye.
At the 25-yard line. First and 10.
Anderson sets up under pressure with the pass. John, that went right off the defender's fingertips.
Yeah, he started thinking about how he was going to take it back the other way and make a big play for the defense. He just forgot to bring the ball with him.
Second and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Looking for a receiver with the throw. Well, he dumped it off on a screen pass on that play.
Yeah, but the defense did a nice job of staying with the play, and they didn't let him get the first down.
So they face a 3rd and 8.
This team has to start converting on 3rd down if they're going to be successful.
Gets the pass off. Great pass. Keeps his feet moving. They'll move the sticks with that completion.
I'll tell you, he put that one right on the money. They're just out there playing a little pitch and catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Got the ball. All right. Set. Come on.
He gets the carry. Kept it on the ground, picks up about 7.
7-yard gain on the play.
Second and 2. Ball on the 43-yard line. Dropping back with the throw. Nearly intercepted. He easily could have taken that one all the way back.
And he's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
3rd and 2. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Sideline.
Hand off to the tailback. Only a yard by the halfback.
With the carry. 1-yard gain on the play.
They're unable to pick up the first down, and here comes the punting unit again for the 6th time. Here's the kick. Fair catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Passing on first down. Throws it. He hits his receiver. He made a quick read and got rid of it in a hurry.
The quarterback delivered that pass right on the mark. There's no defense for a perfect pass.
2nd and 3 coming up here. Tucks it away. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Overthrown, leading to an incompletion.
That might have had something to do with his follow-through. If you release the pass just a little late, you're going to see underthrows or balls thrown into the ground. If you release it too early, then you'll see an overthrow like that.
Leftwich gets set. The Jaguars using motion with the pass, and it's caught. Nice pass and good catch on that play.
The pass was fired in there so hard, I think he left smoke in the ball.
Give it all you got, man. Come on. All right.
Hawkins. Hawkins was stuck on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. They do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunity.
Only one man back.
11. Ball on the 35-yard line.
With the throw, drops the interception. Didn't even see the defender, and it almost ended up as an interception.
Yeah, maybe he was expecting man-to-man, and they dropped into a zone. It threw off his reads and where he thought the defense was going to be.
Indianapolis comes out in a dime package.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Dropping back, closing in, pump fakes, throws it, has room. The 50, the 40. Great play there by Owens.
You talk about making it look easy out there. He caught that, and he made it look very easy.
It's 1st and 10.
Bust this real deep.
Going to the air on first down. Gets the pass off, makes the adjustment. Lofton beat the coverage on that pass.
This guy spends a lot of extra time at practice running routes. Looks like it's really starting to pay off.
2nd and 6. Ball on the 24-yard line.
94. Stay up.
Flings it to the outside. No one there that time. Now it's 3rd down after the incompletion.
On the cover.
They need 6. Ball on the 24-yard line. The Colts come out in a nickel package.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Looking upfield. Slips the tackle. Breaks through the tackle. About a 4-yard gain there.
Gain of 4 on the play.
This officially will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick is up. Splits the uprights, and good. Great run. 24 straight points.
They've really been playing some good football lately. They finally seem to have it all put together.
Hansen will be kicking off.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 80.
Good kick should be returnable. From the 5. The Colts need to rebound quickly as they start this drive at the 22. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
2-yard line. 1st and 10.
Anderson sets up. Vincent. Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. And he's brought down in the backfield by Peterson. Lost about 2 yards.
3-yard loss on the play.
Second and long coming up here. Jacksonville comes out in the dime package. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver.
On the offense.
They're moving in the wrong direction.
A play like that will just kill a coach. You're trying to put a drive together, and then boom, something like that happened.
Inside their own 20. Under pressure, knocked away. Anderson saw the pressure and got rid of the ball.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous. He has to get rid of the ball.
They come out in a dime package.
13-yard line.
Bring that pain, baby.
Gets the pass off, makes the adjustment, and he stopped at the 16-yard line. Nice reception on that play, and he now has 3 on the day. Hanson is looking for a good punt here. Elliott into return. And he signals for the fair catch.
That was a smart thing to do with the coverage team closing in for a big hit.
Hawkins. That's a 3-yard gain. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Only one man in the backfield. Throwing. Room to run. Stiff arms. The quarterback lets it go, and it found its mark.
This is one of those guys who's always had a pretty good arm. He always seems to do a good job of reading the defense.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. The quarterback lines up with 2 backs behind him.
On the 38-yard line.
We get the call again. The 30. Hawkins, who gets what he needed for the first.
Not only does he get a nice gain, he also picks up a first down.
Only one man back.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Pass play here on first down. Pressure. Throwing. This pass is incomplete. That incomplete pass brings up second down.
The intended receiver on the play.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
21-yard line.
Dropping back. Closing in. For an option. Gets the pass off. They got pressure that time, and the quarterback pays the price.
He had no choice but to get rid of the ball.
And they'll face a long third down here. Ball on the 21-yard line. Indianapolis comes out in their nickel pack. Pressure coming. Throws it, and he makes the grab.
Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. They're in a hole here on third down. And they come through with this perfect play that gets them a first and keeps the drive going.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 5-yard line.
Leftwich gets set. A lot of big hits on the field.
Yep, you've got one guy going boom, the other guy going whap, and the guy trying to run it in for the score, and he's going nowhere.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Jaguars ahead of the Colts 24-0. And we'll start the fourth quarter. Second and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line. Hand off to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
1-yard gain on the play. Third and goal. Ball on the 4-yard line.
He's taken down in the backfield. Very little blocking to work with on that play.
Yeah, that's just great play from the defense. They play with great leverage up front and always seem to get penetration. When you have defenders in the backfield, it makes it very difficult to run or pass.
Boyd and the kicking team come on for this field goal attempt. And it's on its way through the uprights and good. He sends it right through the uprights, his second field goal of the game. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Hanson in to kick this one off.
Lined up for the kickoff. Number 86.
Nice distance. From the 10. Breaks free. Missed tackle. Just about ready to get this drive started after being forced to punt on their last possession. First and 10. Ball on their own 28.
Let's go. Come on. Cowboys.
Vincent. They'll continue to use the ground game to move the ball.
I think it's a little late to put too much faith in your running at this point.
Drops back with the throw. Great throw. Runs through the tackle. Nice call going to the air, and that'll move the chains.
Gain of 14 on the play.
He'll get it again. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. With 2 extra defensive backs, the defense is in the dime.
49-yard line.
Anderson sets up, under pressure, gets the pass off. That short pass incomplete, brings up a third down play.
Intended receiver on the play.
It's third down and 6 to go. Ball on their own 49. The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third down so far. Rolling right, gets rid of it. Fourth down now after the incomplete pass. They're trying to spread out the defense with 5 wide receivers.
49-yard line.
Guns it left side. Oh, he makes the catch anyway.
Now watch how they get out of a jam. They're looking at a 4th and long situation here. They call the perfect play at the perfect time. He makes one heck of a throw, and he gets it past the marker to keep him going. Everything had to work on that one, and everything did.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Hand off to the tailback. Loses the defender. Vincent continues to assert himself with a running game.
Gain of 8 on the play.
Second and a deuce. Ball on the 28-yard line. Pressure, tossing it over the middle. He was able to hit his target, picking up the first in the process.
And that's a case of your receiver knowing where the marker is and the quarterback delivering the pass quickly.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him.
On the 19-yard line.
They got nothing.
Nowhere to go that time. The defensive line gets very good penetration.
This line's very aggressive up front. They like to stunt and use power moves to get into the backfield. A lot of teams think that the best way to move the ball on the ground against them is to run it right at them. Try and wear them out. Looks like they might be trying to do that same kind of thing.
Second and long. Ball on the 20-yard line. Hand it off. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
3-yard gain on the play.
As they get ready for this third down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today.
Third down conversions are usually a good barometer of how well your offense is playing. It means your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Touchdown, Colts. He slips behind the secondary and got open for the touchdown.
Now that's just how they practiced it. They go over this play all the time at practice, and they use it a few times in just about every game. And let me tell you, most of the time it's successful just like that.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. The kick is up. The point after is good. The Colts still find themselves in a very deep hole.
This game has pretty much been decided. They can even bring in the backups if they want.
It really wore them down on that drive. A lot of plays in scrimmage, and they finished it with a trip to the end zone.
Anytime you drive down the field and you've used a lot of plays, it tires out that defense. Each play keeps getting you closer and closer, and finally you get the one that puts you in for 6.
Number 84.
Onside kick. And they don't recover. The last drive stalled, and they settled for a field goal. Now let's see what happens. The backs are lined up in an eye.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Come on, get up. Bulldog, run it.
Closing in, takes the throw, gets the pass off, and he's unable to hang on to that one.
I think he just took his eyes off that one.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 42-yard line. Hand it off. Just won't go down. Holes in it.
Let me show you what happened on that run. This guy absolutely tees off on the defender. I mean, he puts him right on his back. That's about as good a block as you're going to see.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Going to the air on first down. Pressure coming. Fires it over the middle. They're lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, he had an excellent opportunity to end the drive right there. He just couldn't bring it in.
Second and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Second and 10. Ball
Hands it off again.
40 yards.
4, maybe 5 yards on that carry.
Ball carrier. Gain of 4 on the play.
Hawkins, the lone back.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Hawkins did a nice job on that run.
If the defense keeps giving up runs like that for first downs, they'll have to make some adjustments to slow this guy down.
And this is the 6th play of this drive. Under pressure, passes left. Lofton made a terrific catch.
Practicing a play again and again makes it look easy when they run it in game situations.
Second and 12. Ball on the 13-yard line.
They're blitzing. Pressure with the pass. After hauling in that pass, he now has 3 in the game.
4 on the play.
Third down and long coming up here. 9 yards out. Miller, the motion man. Again with the carry. Breaks free of the defender. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You're going to see what happened here. This is a bruising run. He gets it, and boom, he pounds his way in for the score.
So they'll try to tack on the extra point. And it's up. And the extra point is good. Sidney gets set to return the kickoff as we take a look at his stats. And the kickoff team comes out onto the field.
Number 86.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. From the 1. They'll head back onto the field looking to duplicate their last drive when they were able to get the ball into the end zone, basically through their passing game. The defense is trying to force a turnover, which would put an end to this game right now.
21-yard line. First and 10.
Give it all you got, Zach. Bring the pain.
Closing in, guns it to the right side. Anderson over and over throws the ball where only his receiver can get to it.
And that's what makes him so effective. He never seems to make a bad throw. Just about every pass is right on the money. If you ask me, he might be one of the most accurate passers in the league right now. These guys that can shrug off tackles are great to have in your backfield. Some of these guys are big and they just run over the defender. While other guys wait until the defender commits, then they use a move or a juke or a spin to get out of a tackle.
And that brings up second down.
They're going to make the quarterback keep throwing because it's the only way that they have a shot at coming back.
So it's second and 10. Dropping back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Third down, upcoming after the incomplete pass.
If they get a first here, they'll need to start picking them up quick. The more downs you use to get the first, the longer it takes, and they need every second on the clock to try and make a comeback.
Throws it. This one falls incomplete. Not much touch on that pass.
They may have tried to put a little too much oomph on that throw. In this situation, they'll probably just punt the ball.
Hansen will come into this game to punt. Here's the punt. Fair catch called for. The officials are trying to determine where it went out of bounds. That last drive resulted in a touchdown. They did a great job moving the ball on the ground, and let's see what they can do here. This one is just about in the books. It's 1st and 10. Ball at their own 10.
They'll take over at the 10-yard line.
Hand it off.
1st and 10.
Running back picks up about 7 yards.
7-yard gain on the play.
They'll go from the I formation.
Ball on the 18-yard line.
Back off, DB. Set. Let's go. Hut. 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 Ain't no. Hut. Hut. Hut.
Fullback handoff. Lofton covered some good ground there.
Hey, nice job up front, holding their block and allowing him to get a good run for a first down.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
Let's go. Come on.
Using motion.
Come on, father. Hut. 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 Bring that plane, baby. Hut. Hut. Stay up. Hut. Hut. Hut.
That'll wrap
That's the
this
end
one
of
up,
the game.
and the final
The
score
final
is
score is
Jacksonville 34,
34,
Indianapolis 7.
Indianapolis 7.
This concludes
Thank
another
you for
EA
watching
Sports
today's ball
presentation.
game.
For John Madden and
Subscribe
Melissa
on
Stark,
Say
this is
So.
Al Michaels saying so long.